that's it. I thought that was, when I was working on it, I had so much fun playing it. So where does it all come from? So what I did was I started with the Frank Sinatra version. So it's an A flat. When I start with this, it starts in A flat, so the A flat major chord. So basically, you're just playing in the melody. You're just playing the A flat triad, like have yourself a. So it's tricky to make that sound good over an A flat chord. So I just started with just a single note, going to the major seventh, adding the third there of the melody. So, and then switching to the F minor 7 chord here, and then adding the melody note on top, right? So, and then this is something, so if you play an electric guitar and you have a whammy bar, so a lot of people use their whammy bars for dives, like, you know, but if you play a chord and you just give it a little bit of a vibrato with the whammy bar, it just sounds really, really good. Anyways. And then here's the Mateus Asato bit. So where I wanted the is I played it over the B flat minor 7 chord, right? And then sort of played those double stops that he sometimes does in his melodies. So I tried to not sort of hold the chord, but just sort of play it as double stops. So, or as intervals. So, and then the other thing that I kind of stole from Asato was where I have this chord, which is the E flat sus triad, and then I resolve it to just the fourth going to the third, right? So again, right? Then I basically play the same thing again, but then the second time, instead of just playing 2 notes, I add the 5th of the chord in there to sort of go to the F minor 7 through that way. So, sorry. And then it stays on this note, so I just play the B flat minor 11 chord, and then the chord moves to E flat 7, so this one, but I thought it was a little unsurprising, sort of, I won't say boring, but just unsurprising. So instead of doing that, I substituted with a tritone here, which is A7, and I played A7 9. So A9 sharp 11, right? And it adds a super rich sound to it. And this is where I thought I started to get the vibe from Riviera Paradise by, what's his name? Stevie Ray Vaughan. So, by the way, not to say that I'm at any of those guys' levels. So I don't compare myself to Asato or the other one. So you would have the so then B flat minor 11, and then to that A7 9 sharp 11, beautiful harmony. And then we get this part, right? So it's still the triad in the melody. But because it's a little bit higher, I can put more underneath. So here I opted to play, which is just your A flat major 7 chords. I have the 3rd as the melody, major 7th, and then the root note. So, and here I'm playing it's not really it's sort of a substitute. So I'm playing, you could kind of say that I'm playing A flat with C sharp in the bass. But I'm playing, you could also see it as C minor 11. So it's basically index finger barring third position and then middle finger on fourth of your B string, right? So I get, and then, yeah, so then I just move this whole thing to the F minor 7 position. And there I have my other two melody notes. So the cool part is that you can substitute the A flat major 7 chord with the C minor 7 chord and the F minor 7 chord because they share a lot of the same notes. So if it's just moving, it's just, yeah, that's something that you can do. So, right? Then it goes to D flat major 7. So, oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, so sorry. Yeah, so I'm kind of playing the D flat major 7 chord here, but I have the melody note of the B flat on top going to this one. So I'm just playing this. A nice rich chord. And then I'm playing the D flat under my pinky, and then the 9 and the sharp 11 here. Nice cluster. And then I'm just going in thirds down. Like this. But I'm adding a little bit to it. So, sorry, so we got... so I'm starting with pinky on... what is it? On D10 and index finger on G6. So you have that cluster, and I'm just hammering onto, which is diatonic, by the way. I'm just playing them both and then hammering onto that third. So it makes it just a little bit more, I don't know, just a little bit more interesting. Then I'm going to this third, but I'm adding the G here, because that one would resolve really nicely back down, back up to your A flat. So, and this is one of my favorite chords of that whole thing that I'm doing. So this is basically your A flat major triad, but with the added major 6 in there. And it has such a deep and rich quality to it, I think. So you have D flat major 7 to A flat major 7. Then you get the 2-5, so that is B flat minor 7 to E7. And I found something else there too that I thought was really cool. So that is this bit. So now, I didn't invent it, like I'm pretty sure this has been done before, but I still thought it was really cool when I was like, hey, that could work. So I'm playing D minor add 9, or sorry, B flat minor add 9. By the way, if there is anything you want to ask, like in between, or just say hi, Merry Christmas, by the way. Like, I hope you guys have a happy holidays. But, so if you have that B flat minor 7 here, B flat minor add 9, then if you move this sort of these three up diatonically, you have the like already part of your E7, E flat 7 chord. So, and then you just add the bass note. So you get, right? And then it all starts over. Hey, Merry Christmas to you too. Yeah. So until there. A flat, and then play with a loop bell or drum beat with I can do Christmas bells. Hold on. Where do I have it? Oh gosh. I can do Christmas bells. It should. Oh no, wait. Oh, I did something. I'm on the wrong patch there. Hold on. Oh gosh, I did something really stupid. I changed patches. So user. Hold on. Okay. I think I'm. No, it's not. What did I do? Somebody said I should add sleigh bells, and I have sleigh bells on the thing that I have here, but for whatever reason, I turned something off. All my reverb is gone. This sounds awful. See, again, like I'm in a totally different. This is strange. I have no idea what I did. So, yeah. If anybody knows how to handle that, then I would definitely be grateful. Let's see. How do I solve this? Okay, so I know how to solve it, but it means that my sound's gonna be offline for a few seconds, which is not what I want to do. At least not until I have it solved. Oh, wait a second. Maybe because I'm now. Okay, now I think I've fixed it now. Just a second. Go here. No. Go there. There. Yes. I did it. I did it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now I should be good. So I select this. Oh yeah. There it is. I'm sorry. That's wasting way too much time on a couple of sleigh bells. But anyways, they are here. So Santa's listening. Anyways. Yeah, I did find it. Okay, so the second time you have that whole section, you kind of the second time I wanted to do it a little bit different. So this is how I did that. So the thing that I did differently is the melody at the beginning. So before I did the and now what I want to do is kind of go from this double stop, and then from this one. In kind of an Asato way, I guess. I wasn't really sure how to solve it, but eventually I just did a couple of hammer-ons and whatnot, and it sounded half decent. So, and the cool part is that once you get from here, so that's a minor third interval, hammer-on to the fourth, but now when I'm barring my index finger, I already get part of my F minor 7 chord there. So it really worked out nicely. Of course, the whammy. Then I did the B flat minor 7 part also slightly different. So the hammer-on. And then I just did like really third interval. So I slide it into the first one, slide it down, and slide it one more down. So, and this is also something that am I still streaming? Oh, thank goodness. All of a sudden my laptop turned off. But that is also something that I kind of borrowed from Asato there. Once there, so back to the normal E flat sus to E flat major thing, right? So then I go back to my first one. And then here is a little thing that I borrowed from, well, what it seems like borrowed from Stevie Ray Vaughan. Like it sounds like one of from that Riviera Paradise thing. I think it's in there somewhere. And then it goes, and by the way, so you know, so what I'm doing here, I'm going from B flat minor 11, and then here I'm turning it into A major 7 sharp 11, basically playing A major. You know, basically the chord you're moving towards, but just a half step up. It's a really nice way to resolve things, right? So yeah, so then here is still the same, but here we go to, so here you go to C7. Oh, sorry. And what I'm doing is, so you have your C major, your normal C major triad here in second inversion. And I'm just swapping out the root note with the flat 9, which has a really nice sound to it. Then I'm just moving it up by a minor third, and it works beautifully. So, and then to F minor. So E7. That is E flat 7 sus4. This is something else. This is C7 sharp 5. Sorry, sharp 11. Then we get the following bit, which was, I think, a little trickier for me. So it's where it says da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Because it's like it's all a little bit longer, so I didn't really know, there wasn't a bit less movement in the melody, so now all of a sudden all the movement had to come from me, really. But I just thought of it as an opportunity to kind of just play the chords maybe a little bit more static and create some sort of more intimate atmosphere that way. So this is then what I came up with on the D flat major 7. So melody note. So going to minor major 7. So to C minor 7. To B diminished. Going to D minor 7, but I'm playing more a D minor add 9. Going to a really nice version of an E flat 7 chord. So let me show you this, because I was pretty happy about that find. So we all know this E flat 7 chord, right? Where you play basically your A shape, and then you just lower the root note by a whole step, and you get your E flat 7 in this case. So what I did was I played the major 6 along with that as well, and you get a really nice cluster in there that just is just gorgeous in that chord. And then here, I basically am playing a major 7 chord with pretty much all the colors you can throw at it, with the exception of the 11. So what I have is index finger flat in 3rd position, and I'm playing the 3rd, the 6th, the 9, the 5th, and the major 7, like all of that, with this one in the bass, the root note. And it just has a gorgeous sound, I think. Right? Then you get another sequence where the chords just right? So just before it goes back to the main melody. And you have that over like a D half diminished chord. So then I'm going a half step down to D flat 7 flat 5. And then instead of just going to the C minor chord, I'm playing it in interval. So I'm just harmonizing the melody there with 3rd interval. So this is the melody, and I'm just adding a 3rd below diatonically. When I'm there, I am playing the bass down, turning this into F7. So it's like C minor to F7, which I thought was it sounded really nice. So, so you have. And then we get the bit where, again, like I had a little bit of a Stevie Ray Vaughan flashback. That bit. It's also, of course, the whammy bar, because that's what he does in the Riviera Paradise part. But that's what I really like. So here, what I'm playing, the top part of a B flat 7/13 chord, right? Then I'm playing root note 5th and 7th. And then here I'm just playing the top part of a normal, like C-shaped B flat 7 chord. And then you get the melody. So landing on E flat there, and then I'm just adding root 3rd 7th, right? So and then it's back to sort of the beginning. And this chord is a mystery to me. So if you know what it is, you can tell me, because I don't. So I kind of do, but it's like, it was kind of surprising to me that it worked. So let me explain. So basically I'm going from B flat minor 7 to what I did before, the A7, A9 sharp 11. But I'm also adding in the flat 9. So within the same chord, I have the 9 and the flat 9. So it is almost as if I'm playing like a minor major 9 chord, like what you know from Stairway to Heaven. Not going to play the tune because I'm going to get flagged for copyright stuff. But then having the flat 9 in the bass. And if I just play it like this, it feels weird. But when I'm playing like this, it sounds, to me, it sounds good. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it works? I think it does. Then you get that last bit of melody. So that is a G half diminished. And there I'm just playing minor third intervals, harmonizing the melodies to, I guess that's E diminished. And then going into F minor. E, sorry, not E, but C with E in the bass. This would be E flat minor 6 to D7. Then we get a little bit of an Asato-inspired thing, which is just that pentatonic riff. I don't think I would have normally done that kind of thing, but I know he does that kind of stuff. So this is B flat minor 9, B flat minor add 9. I've played that one before. Going to, which is E flat 7 9. And now I'm just playing a very standard way to sort of finish a song. So I'm playing D half diminished, D flat minor 7, C minor 7, B minor 7, B flat minor 7 to E7, and then A flat 6 9. Yeah, I had to study my chords for a long time. Yes, I do know my chords to a certain degree. You kind of have to if you play your like jazz tunes. I play jazz tunes with a friend of mine here in town every once in a while. And but you know what is really cool? So this is something that is really nice to share. So one of my instructors when I was studying at the conservatory, and I tell this story to not all my students, but quite a few of them. He was always looking for the ultimate chord. So for him, a chord wasn't, so usually when we, like this is the G chord, or this is, it's out of tune, is the A chord. But he would never take any chord for granted. So he would spend his time looking for the right chord to start a song. And he would really be on a quest to find the right chords to fit together, so you have a really nice progression and that everything makes sense. And I really started to embrace that philosophy in music. The stuff you discover when you do these kinds of things, you try to harmonize stuff. Like, I don't think I've ever really played this chord before. I'm 100% sure I've never played that chord before. So but you get there if you don't just play the chords like you know what the chord should be, and like, okay, so this is the chord diagram that goes with that chord. You're really looking for sounds more than you're looking for a way to fill up that space, if that makes sense. And I think that is something that as guitar players don't do enough. I think it's much more common with piano players, where they're kind of just like hearing their way through changes. And for us guitar players, I think in many cases, we're seeing that chord symbol and we see, C minor 7. So that's this one, or it's that one. But to have the freedom to play around with it, especially if you can prepare it a little bit, is super, I think is super valuable. And, it's even just the intention of looking for something already means that you'll probably find stuff that you've never played before. Yeah. And also discovering chords and songs and just embracing them. So for instance, one of my favorite chords, I think I have it from a Dream Theater tune, is this one. Right? So it is a C chord. So this is, well, there's no third in it. So officially it's a C add 9 at sharp 11. This is the 9, this is the sharp 11, G, and this. But it has such a cool sound to it. Same as this one, where I have the sharp 11 in the lower part of the chord. That I could get lost in that chord. I don't know. I'm kind of wondering, like, what for you, for those who are still here, how you guys experience chords, because that is just, I think that is magic. I also remember the first time I played like this one. Ooh, out of tune. Yeah, I need to get the intonation correct on this guitar. It's kind of yeah, it's not where it should be. Anyways, I hope this was kind of helpful. I'm noticing that there's people sort of staying in there, like listening and listening to what's happening, I guess. But yeah, I don't know if what I'm talking about, if that's helpful or not. Anyways, if you have any questions, now's the time to ask, because otherwise I'm gonna get some hot chocolate. No questions? Well, then I'm going to call it. I hope you guys enjoyed the arrangement that I did. I'm going to try to make a tablature for it. That's not going to be easy, but I'm going to try to do that over the Christmas break, and then I'm going to put that on my Patreon page. By the way, I will be live streaming over Christmas break, though, just so you know. And yeah, I'm wishing you all a great weekend ahead. I'm going to be doing a lot of skiing, so hope you guys can find your way to enjoy life a little bit. All right, have a good one, and I'll see you next week around 8.